Hey everybody, what's going on? James here, Jimmy Screens, Mr. Chiller. I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm going to be doing some shout outs, and then I'll do an update on this jungle of a 55. Alright, let me do the shout outs first. I've got First Class Fish Tanks, Brad Turner, Bet on Black 28, Andrew Coram Blum, Pigeons on Training, Fireflight SCI, JVS Reefs, Gonzalez 400 Abel, Daniel Greenwood, Sup Noob Lodi, however you want to say it, Noah Akosbeck, I'm not really sure, and External 47. Thank you guys very much for the new subs. I really do appreciate it. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a new sub shout out video, so I just want to say thank you guys very much. Yeah, you're looking at the 55-gallon planted aquarium jungle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, sorry for the reflections, but the lights are very bright on this tank, so I'm going to just go over real quick, or try to anyways, what's going on. You remember last video that I did on the update of this thing and shoutouts, I had trimmed down a lot of stuff, like this kabamba for instance. This kabamba is giant now. So all the way to the top, and it's even crossing the back over there, you can see it in the back. Jungle Val, there may be like one stem back in there somewhere. I don't even see any. If there is, it's probably hiding back behind this kabamba here. The Amazon, it's still doing alright. It's not yellowing or nothing, but it's totally dwarfed out by the kabamba. All these roots are kabamba. The Belixa japonica is still living down inside the shadows over here. The Crip is doing good. That's the red tiger on the big ball. The other two tigers that are in here, they're in here. Where, I'm not exactly sure, other than I know one is down underneath the Amazon right over here. I don't even know if you can see it in there. It's in there though. It got moved around from fish and whatnot, so, but it's there. And the other bulb, not really positive. It might be underneath the driftwood over here somewhere. But then the hygrophila in the back, it's kind of yellowing a little bit, probably because there's so much growth going on in here. It might be shaded out a little bit. Willow moss is growing like a jungle. I haven't trimmed it since it's been in this tank, so I'll have to get doing that. All this root up here on the top, see all these roots? This is frog bit. Let me just show you. My frog bit is going out of control, and this is after already shipping it out twice. And it's still just going nuts, and the same with over here. It's just going crazy. It seems like every time I take it out, it grows double. So that'll be the next thing. Undulatus and the crypt. The crypt is right down there. See the tiny little crypt right here? He's down there. The undulatus is still dwarfing him. Just boom, look at that, all the way to the surface. See, I mean, I can come up here and see it would come out of the water if I was to let it. So massive plants. The Amazon has got to be a good 16 inches tall, and probably the same in width. Huge Amazon. My Inculata back there is really doing great. Sorry for dirty glass. I didn't scrape it ahead of time here. But you can see what it's doing back there. Look at it. Looking really nice. And there's some hiding back over there. And then over here, if you can even see it, I don't think we're going to be able to see it through here. Let me go up top. See it back there? You got it there, and where's the other one? Right there, that's the other top. Those are the two I didn't cut. I just let them do what they were going to do. And these are the ones that I cut. So you can see that these kind of got a pink hue going on to them, versus these that are more of a green. We'll have to see about that, but these plants are much bigger. You can see how big they are all the way down. So it's a big difference. These are pretty much just tops, and that's it. Then you got this underneath that water surface. See that? That is tiger lily. We'll get to that in a minute. My dwarf sage is doing good. You can see there's a lot of wide blades coming out of this. And considering where it's growing at, it's still doing pretty good. It's actually got growth going up into my Amazon down inside here. So it's kind of hanging in there. The flame sword, it's back here. It's probably going, what the heck's going on in here, but it's back in there. Narrow needle leaf, or narrow needle leaf. You notice, you remember I trimmed that stuff down. Now it's all the way up here past the power head. Growing like a jungle, and wisteria is getting out of control as well, blending in with everything. So I gotta start trimming all this stuff up. And then of course you got the Bosemani. He just happens to always seem to want to get in the picture. Say hi, Mr. Bosemani. You don't want to say hi? Okay, don't say hi. Open your mouth. What's wrong with you? But anyways, and you got the tiger lily. Look at these stems now. Now we're going up into the real tiger lily part of this. Look at the leaves on this thing. And it doesn't really look that big right here like this, so let me just show you. I'll just put my hand down in here. Now, look back out. Look at my hand to this leaf. This is my whole hand to this one leaf. Alright, and the same with this. See, it's kind of weird the way it's sitting up, but look at this. This thing is gigantic. I've never seen a tiger lily this big before. Look at that thing. That is massive. And it just keeps on bringing them. See, here's more. These are all tiger lily. These giant leaves. This one looks like it might eventually poop out because it's starting to clear a little bit on it. But see, here's a baby. Right up here at the top of the water too. So, beautiful plants. Let me see if I can zoom in on this a little more for you. Look at the color of the stuff. It's absolutely beautiful inside this tank. It loves the iron. Hang on, I'm trying to get the frog bit off my hand. But look at this thing. It's like a giant lily up here, just under the surface. It is massive. A frog would be in heaven up here. Can't really show you with this light blasting straight on it, but yeah, that whole top of this tank right here, from you figure here over to here, so that's all tiger lily. That is huge. That's a 110 Aqua Clear back there, or as they call it, the Aqua Clear 500, and that tiger lily is covering that whole thing. So, and look at this, dwarfing my Bosemani. Look at the leaf to him. It's just like, damn. So, and you figure he's probably a 4-inch Bosemani. My bigger rainbow, she's much bigger than that, but even so, she looks tiny to these things. So, yeah, there you have it. And honestly, guys, I really don't know how to trim this thing out now. I really don't want to wipe these big leaves out, just because, I mean, this is just amazing. Look at that thing. That's like 7 to 8 inches wide. You know what I mean? I don't really want to mess with it. I just want to let them do what they're doing. That's incredible, the size of these things. So, if anybody's got any suggestions on what to do with these things, let me know. I don't know if anybody's ever had them this big in their tanks or not, but yeah, look at that thing. That is gigantic. It's making my Amazon look like a small plant. So, like I said, if anybody's got any suggestions on what to do as far as trimming this thing, let me know. The Kabamba, I can pretty much top all this stuff and be all right with it. The moss I'm really not that concerned about because it is willow moss, so it actually looks pretty cool growing out like it does. The undulatus, I'm gonna have to find out how to actually trim the undulatus, since it's got the long lengths like it does. And the same with the Amazon. I'm really not positive how you trim an Amazon with that big of leaves on it, because those are an average, probably, like I said, 16-inch leaves. So, and like this narrow needle leaf, I know that you can just top down. And the wisteria is the same thing. You can just top it down, and then, because it's got lots of roots down inside here, you can see the different roots going on. So, I mean, there's tons of more plants going on. If you look at my plant toad here, you can see how much I pulled out 2 weeks ago. This is all narrow needle leaf growing inside here, along with this damn duckweed. And then up here, the same thing. See, there's a lot of plant life that I have that it's just like, woof. Quick shot of the 20. You see how big the rainbow got in the last few weeks? He's almost as big as one of the females. So he's looking pretty good. Little beastie dude. That's that. You notice the snail population is down? Yeah, them assassins, they're doing their thing. Don't really ever see them, but I keep dropping population in snails. There's the red tiger lotus. It came off the bulb. And there's the green tiger right there. It's dark because I'm having the same problem. Look, on top. These bulbs are making stuff grow like mad. So, it's like a big lake. Alright, and for all you guys dealing with saltwater reefs and whatnot, this is what it's going to be. This is the 29-gallon, which I found out finally with Ty and a few other people by the measurements of the actual tank. I always thought it was a 30, but this is the beamwork light that was on the 5-gallon Pico. I've got it over the 29-gallon tank, as you can see. I mean, that we just do an experiment with the egg crate down there, but if you look at the actual pattern of the light, it's perfect, and almost 100% sure SPS is going to have no problem in here. And also, I mean, if it's the case, we can always just raise them up. But for now, that's just regular water in there. I was just testing it because light travels through water a little differently than it does with no water whatsoever. So that's what it looks like with actual water in it, even though it's fresh water. So I think it's going to work. And that's what we're going to have. It'll be a 29-gallon frag. I can throw the little skimmer on top. Use the Aquaclear 70 over here. Maybe put Chato inside of it, or Cato rather, however you guys want to say it. So we'll have to see. And we compared it with the halides on the 75-gallon reef, and it's actually not much brighter. And that's the halides I'm talking about. You know what? I'm going to pop them on real quick, just so you can see the difference here. I'm going to back up, throw you guys on the tripod, so you can see what I'm talking about here. If I can get it on the tripod. We'll just let this bad boy light itself up. Why am I having a problem getting you guys on here? Hold on. There we go. Alright, let me see if I can level this a little bit for you. I mean, I know the halides are definitely a different type of light. I'm going to kill my freshwater lights for now, just so I don't have any crazy reflections going on. And we'll see the difference as far as what actually goes on here. I honestly don't think that there's a whole lot of difference, but you guys tell me. I'll be right there. Give me 1 second here. And the halides are not quite all the way full, so let's give them a minute here. But looking at that 29 versus the highlights, I think I've got a winner between the two, honestly, because it really looks like the same brightness going on inside there, which is pretty ironic because that little beamwork is only 25 LEDs. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's pretty damn close to being the exact same thing. And mind you, that's two 250 watt halides. Those are the Phoenix bulbs, the hex arc. So versus 8 460 nanometer actinic LEDs, and I believe it was, how many daylights are in here? 4, 6, 12. It's 12 daylight, 2000K daylights for LEDs. So if you ask me, that looks pretty much the same when it comes to actual brightness. Alright, so there you have it. I don't want to make this video any longer. Sorry that it is so long, but I just figured I'd show you guys the difference between the actual reef and the 29 gallon in comparison with lighting. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll get this thing loaded up. And again, thank you very much to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon, and please be sure to check out darethereef.ning.com, firedupfishtanks.ning.com, and firedupaquatics.net. Bye bye everybody.